Now, I love the Oscars. Every year I look forward to the ceremony that celebrates some of the best films of the year, that celebrates some of the most hardworking filmmakers and artists of the year. It is a fantastic idea and concept. But I also fucking hate the Oscars because at the same time. The reason why is for another time. But in this video, I want to talk about some of my favorite moments from this year's Oscars 2020. That is, right off the bat, Eminem came out of nowhere for a surprise performance of Lose Yourself, which won the best original song 18 years ago as the first rap song to ever won that category. No one was expecting it. Like, imagine you're there for something else and this legend just comes in and throws a concert right there and there. There are some red flags though, like how when they're showing the supercut of how music shapes stories and how stories shape music, yada yada yada, and all of a sudden Lose Yourself comes on with only the instrumental. That was the first red flag for me. The second one was when they showed more than one scene from 8 Mile. They showed M in the car, then in front of the mirror, then him walking down the hall. At that point, I was questioning if they're leading up to something, like this is dragging for way too long. Sure enough, it was the performance. I feel like that was probably the biggest surprise from the night, a really good surprise. Scorsese will probably agree. Secondly, I'm just so happy for Aurora, the fact that she got the gig and pulled off a fantastic performance. I really do think the Norwegian Elsa should be Aurora instead of the actual Norwegian Elsa. However, I do think Aurora was the best part of the show, and the fact she's sitting next to Greta Gerwig, it's something I never would have dreamed of in a million years, but I'm super biased. I just love Aurora so much. Other music performances like Elton John's and Billy's are both pretty nice, even though I thought Billy was gonna do something with the Bond song she's been cooking up. Cynthia Erivo nailed it with her performance with Stand Up. The opening segment with Janelle Monáe was actually pretty fun. I saw dancers in the background with Midsommar, Us, Queen and Slim, and a lot of other films that aren't nominated saw costumes in the back. I thought it was cool. I don't mind it that much. The rap song summing up everything that has happened was pretty cool. I love that In the Heights line in there, and I absolutely love the original scores segment where they perform all the nominated original scores. Just beautifully done. The show overall was pretty well directed. I looked it up. It was directed by Glenn Weiss. Apparently he directed several past Academy Awards as well, so I guess I was hypersensitive when watching it this year. I mean, it's just crazy to really think about this. Elton John and M are on stage together again. Aurora and Billy are together again, and they're on the same stage on the same night in the same show. Some of the presenters, I really don't have much to say about it. It's just kind of crazy how there's a presenters presenting the presenters who will then present to the winner who will present their speeches. It's like, where does it end? We already have trailers that played before the trailers so that you can get hype for the trailers that's supposed to be a hype for a movie that's coming out, and that's already impeccably stupid. I like Will Ferrell's joke. I thought they're really funny and lighthearted and tasteful. I did not like Maya Rudolph and Kristen Wiig's jokes, and in my opinion, they're just boring, cringy, and trashy. The political side of things is for another time. Don't at me, but Scorsese seemed to like them. Rebel Wilson and James Corden's cat's costume are a nice touch. Very self-aware. Zach was fucking awesome with Shia LaBeouf. I love Natalie Portman's dress. Spike Lee's suit was pretty cool. And that's it. Moving on to my reaction to the winners. Brad Pitt got Best Supporting Actors. There's really no surprise there, even though I enjoyed Joe Pesci and Tom Hanks' performance a lot more this year. Same thing goes with Laura Dern. She's been getting all these awards, yet I personally think ScarJo and Jojo Rabbit, Florence in Little Woman, or even Margot in Bombshell were better. Again, they're just my personal taste. Toy Story 4 got Best Animated Feature, which was well deserved, even though I was 100% rooting for I Lost My Body, and you know how much I love that film. The first surprise of the night was when Hair Love got Best Animated Short. It is the last choice on my list. I was rooting for Memorable or Memorable in this category. In case you haven't seen my video breaking down all the animated short nominees, I put a card up there, go check that out. Parasite got Best Original Screenplay. Was a small surprise because I thought Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was gonna get it, if not Marriage Story, but I'm fine with Parasite. Everyone's happy, so let's move on. Taika Waititi got the Best Adapted Screenplay, where, to be honest, Little Woman probably should have gotten that one. Best Production Design, sure enough, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood got that one. My favorite production design of the year was for 1917, just for the record, but I'm very happy with Once Upon a Time getting one. Best Costume Design, Little Woman got that one, no one's upset. Honeyland didn't get Best Documentary Feature, which was surprising considering it is the first feature doc that got an international feature nom at the same time. How does that work? I don't know. Best sound editing for V Ferrari, cool. Best mixing for 1917, cool. Roger Deakins' second win for 1917 was fucking awesome and well deserved. This man should win every year. Best film editing category this year, I don't have much to agree with. In this category, The Irishman, Jojo Rabbit, Joker, Ford v Ferrari, and Parasite are the nominees. If I had my own show, my nominees will be Dark Waters, Ford v Ferrari, Uncut Gems, The Nightingale, The Irishman, and Marriage Story. Ford v Ferrari got that one. Cool. 1917 got visual effects, which I thought any of these could have gotten it. It's just crazy to think about how Scorsese's big win was an applause when Bond quoted him. Makeup and hairstyling, yeah, Bombshell got it. Yeah, I know, everyone knows it. Foreign film for Parasite, you're happy, I'm happy, blah blah blah. Hilder getting best original score. Oh my god, I'm sitting there like,
holy shit, I'm gonna come.
Best choice. My personal favorite piece of score of the year. If you haven't seen my video summing up some of my favorite scores of the year, go check that video. I'll leave a card up there as well. Best original song. Elton got that one, which I don't have a problem with. My problem lies with that breakthrough nom. Wild Rose would have been a better pick. Yeah, boy, Bong Joon-ho comes in the third time for best director. He's probably hungover right now as we speak. Quentin's probably gonna give his all in his 10th film and get snubbed again. Just saying. Hawking got best actor for Joker. The second Joker win at the Oscars. Well deserved. I would switch that Jonathan Pryce nom for Sandman though. Following, Renee Zellweger of course got best actress for Judy, which again, I said it and I'll say it again, ScarJo should have gotten that one. I'm not the biggest fan of Renee and Judy. Finally, the biggest award of the night. The biggest award of the year in filmmaking. Just when you think 1917 is gonna get it because it's the safest choice for the Academy Awards and probably no one will be that mad. Yeah, boy, Bong Joon-ho comes in again, making history as the first foreign film to ever win Best Picture and going home as the biggest winner with 4 wins from the night. I was kind of wishing Joker would take it just to see the reaction from everyone bitching about it afterwards. And it's just so crazy to think about this year. This year was such a good year that movies like 1917, movies like Marriage Story and The Irishman didn't even get shit.